Namaskar, I'm Dr. Damanjeet Kaur, consultant psychiatrist, Faith Hospital, Chandigarh. Today I'm back again with very important topic, which is sleep. Sleep is an important part of our life. It is like if a computer is not shut down, it will hang. Similarly, if our body does not get to rest, it will show various disturbances emotionally, physically as well. So, sleep is important in order to recover ourselves from our daily routine activities. It helps us, our body, to grow and repair. It also helps in maintaining a healthy emotional state and to have a good mood. People varies, different age groups varies in order to have a good sleep. Like in case children and teenagers, they required at least 10 to 12 hours of sleep in a day, while adults may require 7 to 8 hours is enough. And as we grow old, in elderly, the sleep decreases generally. So today I will be discussing this important topic, that what is insomnia. Insomnia is repeated difficulty in falling, maintaining and quality of sleep in spite of the fact that there is good opportunity and time to get sleep, thereby disturbing the daytime daytime activities. How insomnia sets in? It begins with various stresses in life. People get preoccupied with various thoughts and worries related to their personal front, finances or work. These thoughts make them disabled to have a sleep. So repetitive sleeplessness makes them to preoccupied with the fact that they will not be able to sleep. Thus, this vicious cycle of anxiety sets in, and this results in insomnia. So statistically, it has been seen that 51% of Indians usually sleep between 11 p.m. to 1 p.m., out of which 16% reports insomnia. 48% reports chronic back pains due to insomnia, but they don't know that they are suffering from insomnia, which results to back pain. And approximately 80% of them report sleepiness during the daytime at least 1 to 3 days in a week. Also, scientists have told that person feels maximum sleepy 3 times in a day. One is at the onset of sleep, second is between 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. and thirdly is 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. That is why many of the road accidents happens to be at this time early in the morning. So what are the common complaints people come usually with insomnia? They complain of difficulty in falling in sleep, or difficulty in maintaining, or they are complaining that they are waking up early in the morning. Secondly, feeling of tiredness, fatigue, impaired concentration. And also they complain of physically and mentally tired all the day. What are the consequences of insomnia? That results in impaired concentration in work, leading on to decreased performance, and may lead to absenteeism at work. And due to decreased concentration, road accidents also has been reported. Even in elderly, decreased sleep can worsen dementia. Due to insomnia, people usually feel tired and irritable in the daytime, which may result in interpersonal relationship problems. I will be discussing a very important thing to improvise your sleep. That is the sleep hygiene. What is sleep hygiene? It is the environmental and behavioral practices which a person can do in order to improve his or her own sleep. These are various steps which we can take, not only at the bedtime, but it comes throughout the day. The environmental modifications or the behavioral modifications which we can follow throughout the day in order to have a good sleep. I can divide these into various phases of the day. Like for example, during the daytime, most important is organize your day. Take regular meals If you are on medications, do not skip your medicines, and also and continue with your daily routine activities throughout the day. Avoid napping in the daytime. Do exercise regularly. It has been reported that at least 3 times a week exercising helps in getting a good sleep at night. Then set time for problem solving and decision making during the day to avoid worries at night. During the evening time, one is put the day to rest. Just like day comes to an end with sunset and night comes in, similarly we need to put our schedules to a rest. If you have something in the mind still left, make a list and keep it for the next day. Inculcate the behavior of winding down. That is, there should be 30 to 60 minutes of pre-buffer sleep time in which you can do reading or listening to relaxation music, or just sitting and doing your favorite hobby. Light exercise early in the evening would help. Yes, of course, if you are exercising later in the evening, that again might interfere in your sleep routine pattern. So exercising at around 4 to 5 p.m. is okay, and it will help in getting good sleep. Avoid smoking and nicotine late in the evening because they are the stimulants and will interfere in the sleep. Do not take alcohol to make you sleep. Cut down heavy meals at night. Fatty food, spicy, fried food, and even citrus fruits taken later in the evening can trigger heartburn, which may again lead on to sleep disturbance at night. Avoid taking carbonated drinks, even that can also trigger indigestion and heartburns, which lead on to sleep disturbance at night. At the bedtime, develop a calming routine, calming activity before you get to sleep, like listening to a relaxation music, or taking a warm shower bath, or just having a glass of lukewarm milk with or without sugar. If you are diabetic, you can take it without sugar. Go to bed only when you are sleepy tired. Do not go to bed when you are not feeling sleepy. And also, please make sure that your sleep time is same every day. Do not change your sleep time or interchange or shift ahead or before, because that will affect the sleep cycle again. Keep your room temperature ambient. It should not be neither too cold or too hot. It should be ambient for a good sleep. Keep the lights off and try to have a dark room and properly curtained, so that morning light may not filter in, which may interfere into your sleep in the morning. Build a 30 to 60 minutes of pre-buffer time in which that should be device free. Scientists say that blue light that emanates from devices and gadgets like smartphones or tabs or cell phones that interfere with the hormone called melatonin, which is important for the induction of sleep. Even after 20 minutes of tossing in the bed, you are not able to sleep, get up in the dim light, do any relaxation exercise, can be stretching of a body, or you can read a book or listen to some meditative music which can help you to sleep back again. In the night time, if you get up in the midnight, please do not remain awake more than 30 minutes. Even if you are awake, try to sleep back again. Do not took your phone out, or you start watching, or you start scrolling down on internet. That will affect your sleep schedule. Get up at the same time every morning. This is very important. It does not mean that if you woke up, you were late in the night, you will be waking up in the morning late in order to compensate your sleep lag. Do not wake up late in the morning in order to cover up that lost sleep. Try to keep away all the bright lights which may interfere in the production of melatonin. So all the bright lights should be avoided in the bedroom. Thus, the basic concept of sleep hygiene is just to modify the behavior and to make the environmental changes for a very good sleep. It is helpful in cases of mild insomnia, but if there is persistent sleep disorders or severe sleep disturbances, please consult your doctor for further appropriate course of treatment. Thank you.